Okay, this kind of reflects on my first slide that we got a lot to look forward to this year. Like we have a lot of companies that will be active drilling and doing other work in the field over the season. One of the more exciting ones, I think, is Juggernaut. I know some people say, well, lightning can't strike twice, and but look, I think one of the things you got to reflect on is that some of the guys who work here at Juggernaut are some of the same geologists that basically found and have now advanced Sherbet at Goliath, okay, over the past years. So they have a very different way of thinking about exploration in the Golden Triangle than most other geologists, okay? And they've gone out and they've identified what could be another Sherbet type target here. And the size of these veins is absolutely jaw-dropping. I mean, look at that. That's 4 meter width. There's a guy standing there, a geologist, 6-foot geologist standing right there. It gives you a sense of scale. These are absolutely immense veins, okay? And look at the grades. Very much, very, very similar to what we've seen out of Sherbet. Could this be another Sherbet type? Could it be a tied to an Eocene intrusion? Well, I saw some samples at PDAC. They were kind of saying, "Oh, maybe there's a porphyry." I'm like, "No, that looks like the intrusion at Sherbet." I'm seeing a connection like that. Maybe a reduced intrusive gold system with these associated lodes. Wouldn't that be a cool outcome? Lightning might strike twice. Quite frankly, the flavor of mineralization being gold with some silver and a little bit of base metal, copper, lead, zinc, very, very similar to Sherbet. Okay, go to the next slide. Here's another vein. What is this? This is 8 meters thick. Look at that. Look at the geologist in there. That's crazy. Okay, 16-gram gold equivalent. What's more to say? I mean, that's incredible. If you found veins like this, they don't just go, oh, we'll go a few meters and stop. Okay, veins like that, those are big boys. Okay, they tend to go a long way, both laterally and vertically. Okay, my hunch is these guys are onto something pretty special. And when I talked to Lele at PDAC, he was equally as fired up about this as he's ever been about Sherbet. So say no more. Let's go to the next slide.
These and additional disclosures regarding the risks involved in the types of investments we will be discussing can be found on Crescat's YouTube channel and on our website. Crescat's live market call is about sharing timely, macro, and newsworthy geologic updates on Crescat's activist metals positions, both positive and negative news across our holdings as it arises. The discussion and topics will not cover all aspects an investor should consider when deciding whether or not to invest in any of the securities that are part of our presentation. The type of investments that we discuss can carry significant risks, and whether or not to invest should be a determination made with the complete investor suitability in mind and in connection with a professional advisor. The topics and themes we will discuss are the opinions of Crescat as a mining and exploration industry advocate. Our objective is to share the overall geologic progress of our strategy in creating new economic metal deposits in viable mining jurisdictions around the world. The forward-looking business opportunities we discuss may not come to fruition or may not have a significant impact with respect to the value of a security. The presentation should not, under any circumstances, be considered investment advice or an offer of investment advice or services. Crescat's managed funds only will accept accredited investors, and this presentation has generally been put together with that level of audience sophistication in mind. Any securities discussed do not represent a full portfolio and may only represent a small percentage of any strategy's holdings. These securities may or may not be held in any Crescat managed portfolio. If you enjoy our videos, please click on the like button and make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel to get notified of upcoming episodes. You can also follow Crescat Capital on Twitter for ongoing macro research and important news updates on our activist metals positions. If you want to learn more about Crescat's investment strategies, we encourage you to reach out to Merrick. His contact information is on the screen now and can also be found on our website at crescat.net. Phew. So with all that, let's get going.